Greetings, Hammer Steam here, and welcome to the shop. Today we're gonna make some relatively simple bracelets. Hopefully relatively simple, but I do tend to get carried away. Let's see, what we got is some good thick, looks like 14 gauge steel. Some hard copper plating, some bronze, a number 4 gauge copper ground wire. And this is what we're going to use to make the rivets with, to hold everything together. Brown chap leather. It's like a mid-grain sort of. It's very soft. But you know what? This looks to be about the right size, I would say. If not, we can trim it down. Let's cut a piece off of this. Let's get cracking. We're over at the bench shear, and it's got kind of a jaggedy sort of edge. It's not quite straight. Probably can't tell, but we'll just shear off a piece of this steel here, kind of wide. I want to make a nice chunky looking bracelet here. Round off these sharp edges. Wire brush. So now we're at the anvil, and we're gonna cold hammer this round. Now let's add some copper. So here's how I make my rivets. Say we want to stick these two pieces of steel together. First, drill 2 holes where you want them to go. Make them the same size as your rivet. I'm using that number 4 copper wire. Then cut it down to the appropriate size. So now we've got a tiny bit of round copper. Through both holes. And then with the ball of the hammer, just round that off. On one side and then the other. And there you have it. A nice solid copper rivet. So this is where I'm at. I decided to change up the style a little bit along here. I think that looks a little bit better with the bendy over kind of pieces. And what I want to do now, I have these pieces of yellow brass that I want to attach here, but I'm going to need to bend those over just a bit. So yellow brass is real brittle when it's cold, so what I'm going to have to do is heat it up and then bend it to shape. So here's where we're at now. I got those brass pieces, yellow brass pieces, riveted into place, and everything's got a nice shine to it. And the next step will be riveting into place the leather liner. I've got that number 4 copper wire again. Just bend that around into a square shape. Then cut here. So we got a nice, somewhat square-shaped loop. Then bend some copper again, round with a little loop shape, like so, into there. And there's your buckle. Well, here it is. I did all the leather work, added a buckle and a little strap, some laces, shined it up a little bit.